Hey everybody, welcome back to Majestic Collectibles. As you can see, this is the Thundercats video. Now, I don't know these characters real well, so again, I apologize. I don't know all the character names, and I have been swamped, so I haven't done a lot of research on this yet. Still trying to find all the pieces, so there's still some pieces. All this and the Masters of the Universe were kind of dumped into tubs all together, so I'm still kind of sorting things out. Well, not kind of, quite a bit. So you might see some stuff mixed up, especially on the accessories. A real neat collection. I very rarely see Thundercats, so I was very excited to see these come in. I'm going to pan down. There we go. And unfortunately, these were played with pretty hard and outdoors. So I cleaned them up, but not. Yeah, you know, you'll see. So here's one example. You know, anytime this stuff was exposed, I think, to outdoors or long-term bad storage, the plastic gets brittle a lot faster. And it broke off back there. So, you know, for display purposes, it's I guess repairable, but it's not all here anyway. Although I might still find some more pieces on it. We'll see what happens. I still have a little bucket of odds and ends to go through. I don't know value-wise. I'm guessing with the condition, the value is going to be, you know, minimal to mediocre on a lot of this stuff. This guy does kind of sort of work. I think he's out of adjustment a little bit on the arms. It doesn't seem to be a big deal. Seems to be kind of a common thing. And this was in here. So I think there's a lot of Masters of the Universe in there. And accessories, so it's a bit of a mishmash. Is that Skeletor's cape? I'm thinking it probably is. And again, missing a piece there, missing a piece there. Whoops. Oh, the sheath. I don't think there's anything broken on this one. So, you know, if I can clean it up a little more and get the all the crevices and stuff and clean it up, this one might be okay. I've just got to see what's all there on that, but it is kind of my favorite piece. I've got two favorite pieces. You saw the first one right there, you know, the HQ or whatever. I'm not sure whose vehicle this is. I actually just found this in the bottom of the Masters of the Universe box when I was sorting, so I didn't Google Lens it. I probably should have. Here's one I do know. This is get this out of the way here. Mumm-ra's. Is it Tomb Castle? I can't remember. It's something like that. It's got a couple of gouges there in the paint or decal. Otherwise, it's not too bad. This spins around okay. It was really super dirty, but it did work. The side pieces got a little wear on the high points, but honestly, as far as the buildings go, this one was probably the cleanest. And I think probably the only one that wasn't maybe outside. Didn't see signs of it being, it was dirty. It was very, very dirty and dusty because it wasn't covered in storage. But I didn't see the signs of the absolute just, you know, sandbox, crud and all that shows up when you play with them outside. I just got to move. I'm trying not to knock these off. I'm living dangerously on the edge of the tables. There's another mumm-ra piece, a little smaller. I know they had two different sizes of Thundercats, and I must have forgot to get the smaller size out. I think it came with a play set, so I might save that stuff for later since I goofed that one up. Here's another vehicle on that. Decals have a lot of issues. Those aren't as hard to replace as they used to be. Lots of scratches and dings. I don't know, but when I cleaned it up, pretty sure this was a outside piece. I'm going to move him. We're going to save him just a little bit later here. Let's see. Is this? This is another And this one's, of course, this was an outside piece, and boy, you could tell it. It's got this clip deal, which I don't think is too uncommon, but it's broken, so it'll kind of sort of hang in there. Otherwise, it does seem to work. At least it tries. Maybe I had to put it that way. Everything's kind of okay. I always get a little nervous. You start flipping that stuff around, and then you hear this snap, and it's like, shouldn't have done that. So let's get on to some of the actual characters here. On there, you got the medics, which was really funny. I was cleaning these up, and one of my kids saw it, and they were really creeped out by the robot teddy bears. So I don't know what to tell you on that. That's just the way it was, man. You didn't even think about that stuff in the 80s. Now this has been late 80s. Oh, is that LJN? No, that's Mattel. So there, right there. I got to put that back with the Masters of the Universe. See, I knew I was going to get something messed up in there. Just because when they're all jumbled like that, they kind of start blurring together. Actually, that's mumm-ra, I believe. Do I have? You know, I am missing some, so you're probably going to see them. They're probably with the Masters of the Universe guys, because I know I've got a Lion-O, and I am not seeing Lion-O. So either that or I missed a box, which is entirely possible. This one that was outside, lots of playware on it and just dirt. I don't know if you can see it. This is after I cleaned it too. So I mean, it's just some of these, and I'm guessing it belonged to Dustin. Very Toy Story kind of moment there. And I was going to see if I can find a date on this one. Was let's see, 85, right there on that one. So some of these are a lot better than others. And I don't remember these guys at all from the show. Let me get him. Oops, he keeps. This one's fighting me, which is probably his job. Probably his job. Looks like a couple of bad guys there. I know you're screaming at me who they are. I apologize. It's been a while. Been a long time since I've seen Thundercats. The new one was pretty good, though. I did watch the new one. I think, was that on Netflix? I think that was right. Something like that, anyway. So here's, I don't know what it is, kind of a barge thing. And it's smaller size. I found some smaller scale Thundercats that fit this, but I don't know if they actually go with this. I have to research that. These pieces, so I kind of saved the... what's it called here? Let me get this right. Cat Slayer, that's it. So I've got the instruction sheet, and this thing is just invaluable because I know exactly what's missing. And there's quite a few components, unfortunately, missing with the Cat Slayer. Is it going to be worth it to track them all down, buy them separate, and put it complete? You know, I doubt it. I doubt it. But it's still a pretty neat piece. I have not put the batteries in this. So this is part of the layer there, and I'm not sure what, because this is, you know, I always wanted Thundercats over Masters of the Universe and Star Wars and all that, but I never had any. This is actually, this is probably the first time I have owned any of these structures or vehicles. I don't think I ever had them as a kid. I'm going to bring this guy up. And I know it's a little close, but I wanted to show you the decals are more or less here. This was absolutely positively 100% outside. And I'm going to just spin this around and show you what I mean here. You can see this is, I'm going to raise this up. So we got a little bit of glue here, and it's starting to yellow. Again, UV light triggers that. So does age, so it could be probably a combination of both would be my guess on that. Now back here you can see there's just some stuff that is not isn't here. You know, there's a lot of bits and pieces, I believe. Oh, where'd it go here? If I'm reading the diagram right, this goes somehow like this. Oh yeah, fits right in there. So I did find that piece. Just tried that. Now something else that was out was the battery case, which is a chair or a throne or or something. Now the battery case is very clean, and it just takes AA batteries, so I don't have to go around with C or D batteries. It moves okay. Nothing's broken on this. I got the instruction out to make sure it was assembled correctly, and it was. So I am going to try that. I'm hoping I can find the battery case to that, and that would be really super helpful on that. And I guess the whole point of the Cats layer here was that you would target. Now let me see if I have the correct piece. I think it's this one piece right here. I'm looking through the instructions as I go. So this is, yep, so there's that's the cannon seat, but that doesn't appear to have anything in it. Oh, there's a mutant attack vehicle, and that's what I'm missing. So I'll show you the picture. I don't think I've got that unless it's in with the Masters of the Universe. So right there, that's the attack vehicle. You can see it's got I'll get my hand out of the light. See, it's got a handle with a button. So you basically shoot each other. You know, you're attacking the layer, and then I assume it beeps, and then there's a direct hit, and so on and so forth on it. So you can see I'm still pretty much in the preliminary stages. The ladder is, I don't believe, here at all. The chair, I don't see that attack cannon. So there's a few things missing. Hopefully I'll run across them here. We'll run across them together. Lastly, just a couple of really neat, I guess I call them kid pieces. You know, when you were a little kid, this was the bomb. This one's really rough. Thundercats time capsule, and it's a coloring book is all it is. It's really rough. Pages are falling out. They're turning yellow. You know, there's not a lot. I guess somebody, I don't know what they did. Oh, maybe that's bleed through. Maybe that's on the other page they colored it in. Oh yeah, there it goes. It's used marker instead of crayon. So, you know, I think oh yeah, I did have a Chitara. Chitara's head popped off. I don't know, it was glued or re-glued or just cracked, and it didn't last real long. So there's Lion-O. I don't know where he must be with the Masters, hanging out with the He-Man or something on that. And then the very last piece, surprised it survived. I don't think it's got a ton of value, but it's really cool. And that's just the good old-fashioned cork bulletin board. And it was definitely ripped off something. It's got the hole there, but I don't know if it was used. Other than that, you know, there's not a bunch of pinholes. The graphics actually are pretty good. What's the date on it? 1986. So pretty neat stuff overall. And stay up there, Lion-O. There we go. So we got him there. And so one more video with the vintage stuff. That's going to be even more crowded than this one because I've got some larger pieces with the Masters of the Universe stuff. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching.